Welcome to the part 3 section of my journey as a nurse in Nigeria and now practicing in the UK. Thank you for staying tuned. For those who have not watched the part 1 and 2, I recommend you to go and watch it. You pick one or two things from there. And this is the part 3 interview section. So please take a look with me to the end of this video. I hope you will enjoy it. Thank you very much, all my new viewers. Thank you for coming. Thank you for subscribing to this channel. Thank you for everything you've been doing to encourage the growth of this channel. You guys are amazing, and thumbs up to you guys. Thanks so much. And for my returning subscribers, you're so amazing. Thank you very much for always coming back to watch my channel. And if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, please remember to subscribe if you find this video valuable. Once again, my name remains Oluwatola Omidichi Gospel. Thanks for coming.
Okay, Miss Omidiji, it's a pleasure having you back, and it's a pleasure having me back.
Yeah.
So, I would like to ask, on job hunt, what's your advice to people and about job hunting for those people, especially now when the immigration status of some countries now, and it seems as if they are closing their border for immigration.
Difficult, yeah.
So, and it looks like those jobs are not just easy to get like 2021 and 2022. So what's your advice for people when they are looking for a job?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much for that question. My little advice goes towards, I'll recommend you continue applying to using websites like Trac.jobs, Indeed, and I'm channeling it to nurses now. As a nurse, you don't just apply for any registered nurse positions. You have to check to see if those positions they are offering sponsorship, or the employer is ready to support relocation, something like that. You get an hint to show that this is an international role. But there are some roles that are made for people who are already here, that are registered nurse. So you just do a mistake if you keep applying to anything that you come across as registered nurse vacancy. You're going to get frustrated, because once they see you are not in UK, you will not be invited for that interview, and to you, you've done so much and put in so much time to apply for those jobs. So it's important to go through the job. What's their requirements? What is the employer ready to offer? If it's an international recruitment role, fine, you go ahead and apply. If it's a pre-registered nurse role, yeah, that's fine. Then another thing, truly it's more difficult to get a job now, but I can also encourage, if you have the money, to do a self-sponsored route where you come to write your OSCE, which is a part 2 exam. I mentioned about the CBT, and nurses normally write CBT in Nigeria. The second part is the OSCE exam, which you must write in UK. Before now, people, after writing IELTS and CBT, and they've gotten the job, they come over and the employer sponsor their OSCE. They go through OSCE and get their PIN, and they start practicing as a nurse.
Okay, ma'am. I would just want to come in because I really need us to make those people, the viewers, understand something. So that's why I'm going to ask this question. Now, how do I get to know that this job is on sponsorship or this job is not on sponsorship? So how am I going to know? Like an intended person, how am I going to know that this job is on sponsorship, this job is not on sponsorship? Can you share more light?
Okay. Sometimes, for example, you will see job title as International Educated Nurse Role. So definitely that's international. Sometimes you see something like Overseas Nurse, Registered Nurse job. And sometimes you just see Registered Nurse or Staff Nurse. But when you go through it, you can see something like, we're ready to support you with your relocation, to grant you relocation assistance, something like that. But if you're not clear, you can actually send a mail to, there's always an email for you to make inquiries on, to ensure that, to confirm if they're ready to sponsor you from abroad. And sometimes you will say something like, we offer sponsorship to internationally educated nurses. People from all over the world can apply. You see statement like that in between. Like what your employer can offer you. There's, after there are some places that they write requirements. That's what you are expected, what they need from you, then what they have to offer. So you definitely see it there. Sometimes they'll tell you they're fully sponsored IELTS, they're ready to refund the money you spent on your IELTS, NMC, CBT. Sometimes you see things like that. So you definitely know that this is an international role.
Okay, thank you for that, for taking your time to explain that. Now, the next question I want to ask is, now I've seen a job offer and it's been displayed that they are offering sponsorship. So, and I'm about to apply. So, what are the things I need to look out for? What are the things I need to do in order for me to stand a chance? Because I know it's going to be worldwide. So, what do you advise our viewers who intend to apply? Eh? What are the things you advise them to make them stand a hedge, stand a hedge of getting that job with the numbers of people applying? So what can this do to stand a hedge?
Well, it's a big technical. It's actually, let me not say difficult. It's deep. So,
Just take your time.
yeah, thank you very much. When you see a job, don't, I'm very good at this. I used to do that mistake. Sometimes I'll just save them and I'll be like, later I'll apply. And probably next 5 days, that's when you see me sit down to start applying. I'll say, as just squeeze that time. When you see any new job is out, just try to be the first set of people to apply. Then ensure you read the job description very well to know what they inquire from you. Ensure you read the person specification. For example, they are looking for something like a respiratory nurse, and you work in an emergency or another department. So and it's possible you've actually had experiences with anything that has to do with respiratory departments, intubating, extubating, ICU, suctioning, that's to do with the airway, you've got some ideas before. So you can actually start writing down your experiences on the supporting statement, giving the details so that it can align with the job role and description, those kind of things. You cannot just apply and write your general experiences. Let's say, for example, you are now in endoscopy department and you're writing everything you do in the endoscopy in respiratory nurse role. It may not align. So sometimes you just have to bring back those experiences you've had about the respiratory system during your practice, about the airway, administering oxygen to someone and all of that. You have to bring those experiences you've had then and channel it to these requirements so that you can stand a chance of being selected. Then please pray. Whatever religion you have, Christian or Muslim, just ensure that you pray, put it into God to back it up for you.
Yeah, prayer is very important. Now, I will need to ask you, I don't know, maybe you might be chance. Some people might have the CV, and their CV is not really up to the UK standard. So, do you create a room do you have any room in which you can at least teach those people, or you can impart them? Maybe they want to reach out to you.
Yeah. If you are interested in, knowing how to make a CV UK standard, just let me know in the comment section, please, so that you can create time to make another video for that.
So you've heard it, let her know in the comment section. Now, my next question, which will be my last question. Now, many people have been applying, but over time they get frustrated, tired, and they have this impression that UK is not for them. And even with the knowledge now that UK border is closing. So what is your advice to those people that are still anticipating to make this move?
Well, it's really not easy. Trust me, I've experienced something similar, at least close to, if not to this. But trust me, I totally understand what's going on. Even me, I was close to applying for Ireland and all of that. But I would say you should say in English like that, spread your tentacles. Yeah. Yeah. So you can apply, keep applying for UK and see what everything boils down to finances also. So you can actually look into other country of interests and also try to have a plan B and keep going. Just never give up. One day, just I made almost 800 applications, job applications, and out of the 800, I got
Wow.
4 interviews in total.
Wow.
So imagine having an interview and failing an interview. I was depressed. And sometimes network and all sort of things just come up. But at least the last one, you can just keep applying. Just one day, that's one interview. I have a friend that made like 600 applications. All she got was just one interview. And that one interview was what brought her to the UK. So never give up. Just keep doing what you're doing. Sometimes you may get frustrated. It's okay to give yourself space. It's okay. Because sometimes I just give myself 1 week, 2 weeks and say, I'm not doing. Let me have a breathing space so I can think. Because every morning, trust me, when you check your mail, you see unfortunate messages. Sorry, you have not been selected at this time. You've not meet the requirement for, not really requirement, but I'm now among the selected people for interview. They will always give you feedback most times. So those unfortunate messages in the morning when you wake up, it's not nice. It's not palatable at all. So, but I'll say still don't give up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the word there is don't give up. Don't give up. You can't afford to give up.
If you got money, you can look into other countries as well. Plan A, plan B, in case anyone just click in. So you don't put all your egg in one basket and be frustrated at the end. And like I said earlier, if you've got money, please do a self-sponsored route. Because most of the job nowadays, your PIN number is being requested. They'll ask, do you have NMC PIN? And most times you're in Nigeria, you've not written your OSCE exam, so you definitely not having a nursing PIN for the UK.
Okay, Miss Omidiji, God's favor. I think we'll wrap up here. And next time we'll continue on that self-sponsored route for the registered nurse.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you for staying glued with me. Please remember to put a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video and subscribe button. Hit the notification bell as well so that you can always get the notification anytime I post any video. Thank you. Have a nice day.